Hi everyone, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be doing a niche perfume video. I will be reviewing two niche fragrances that I recently added to my collection. I have one from Xerjoff and the other one it is from Liquide Imaginaire. I have been wearing and playing with these fragrances for the past few weeks. Before we continue, I would just like to say, for those of you who are here for the first time, thank you for stopping by. My name is Wendy. On this channel, I review just about anything to do with beauty. I do a lot of fragrance videos. I also review makeup and skincare. So if this is a subject matter which interests you, I would love to have you as a subscriber on my channel. Please join the family. We are quite a fun bunch of people on this channel. I am always looking for new friends on YouTube. On to the first fragrance. This is the latest fragrance from Xerjoff and it is from their Casamorati series of fragrances. This one is called Quattro Pizzi. And I first read about this in early spring and I was interested due to the notes and the overall write-up of the fragrance. This is what the fragrance looks like. On the side, there's a bit of information about the fragrance and what it is supposed to represent. And then the fragrance is in here. This is the bottle for Quattro Pizzi. It is the normal bottle for the Xerjoff Casamorati fragrances, but the bottle is very beautiful. And let me just do this the way that so you can see this a bit better. As I stated, I got this a couple of weeks back. I have used quite a bit of this. And this is not a first impressions. The description of the fragrance, it simply says, the story of a Sicilian dynasty that has known glory, wealth and power. Quattro Pizzi, the most iconic place that was home to Palermo's most symbolic and prominent families. A perfume reminiscent of the Belle Epoque era, and then it goes on to say, where love, beauty and nobility intertwine with secrecy and sin. So let's see. I have used this fragrance already. I have my own ideas about it. So let's continue. I am going to remove the tassel from here because it makes a bit of noise. This fragrance has top notes of rum, davana, pink pepper and coriander. The opening of the fragrance, it is quite, you can say it is green, but at the same time it has a spicy opening. The notes of davana and coriander are definitely present. It is almost a bit of an earthy opening where you would think that there is patchouli in this fragrance, but there is not. It is a very, I would say, different type of opening. I do like it very much, this melange of spicy and green notes. It is supposed to be a juxtaposition of sweet and spicy notes, and I do think this is true because I have worn this fragrance for a few weeks. The opening of Quattro Pizzi, it is a bit of a long opening, and then the fragrance does such an amazing transformation. The tuberose appears right when this greenness and this spiciness tones down a bit. Then tuberose is very present, and then the coconut, the tuberose and the coconut start to make a bit of a dance with these green notes, and then the coconut becomes at some point a bit more dominant than the tuberose. The middle of this fragrance, it is so absolutely beautiful when the transformation goes from this very green spicy top note into the heart note, which becomes, you would say, a bit floral, tropical. It is hard to imagine that it is the same fragrance. I really think a lot of people try this fragrance, maybe they don't like or they are put off by the opening, and they sniff this for a few seconds on a swab and they discard this fragrance, and they completely miss this beautiful transformation and really what this fragrance is about. This does an amazing transformation. If you have not tried this when trying this fragrance, please try it on the skin and give it enough time to transform. When I first tried this fragrance, it was very hard for me to comprehend that it is the same fragrance, because the transformation from the heart note and what remains in the base note, it is quite different. After the complete transformation of this fragrance, what remains on the skin, it is coconut notes. The coconut is quite present in this fragrance, floral notes, and also a bit of green notes. The dry down of this fragrance, it is very beautiful and it is very feminine as opposed to the opening of the fragrance. This one, it is a real niche fragrance, and I am saying in that I think everyone will find something different, something they like. For me, the most beautiful part of this fragrance, it is when the heart note and the top notes combine, and then you have this dance of green notes and floral notes. This is so beautiful. I sometimes spray this fragrance over and over again so I can experience this part of the fragrance. The opening takes a bit of getting used to, and the dry down of this fragrance, it is a bit, I would say it has a tropical touch. With this one, I would say try this out on the skin and see what you can decipher from the scent. Due to the tropical note in this fragrance, for me, this would be perfectly placed. Spring, summer, this can be worn in any season. It just depends on what comes off. On the skin chemistry, for me, it is a tropical dry down, and there is a strong dose of coconut. I do wish there was a bit more sin in this fragrance, maybe a bit more rum. I am not able to sense much of this blonde tobacco note. I do get a bit of hay, a bit of, I would say, moss, but this is, I would say, maybe about 45 minutes, an hour after this fragrance has settled on my skin. This one, I have seen reviews where people are saying this is bismuth and very strange. The opening, it is a bit different. For me, it is beautiful. It is a niche opening. This is not a bismuth fragrance. This is no opera, which is a real bismuth fragrance from Xerjoff. This is very wearable, and this is not a fragrance where I dose carefully. This one, it is very well done. It lived up to my expectations. I am wearing this a lot in summer. Guys, I wore this to a restaurant. I got a compliment I got a compliment when I was in the stores here. It is a fragrance where you will get a bit of attention. I have Quattro Pizzi is not a scent where I would say it is so different, so strange that you cannot wear it, which is one of the issues I have with Opera from Xerjoff. It is this one here. This is a pretty fragrance, a masterpiece, a real niche fragrance, but I am not able to wear it very often because it's bismuth. It is a very polarizing scent. This is a very nice fragrance which can be worn every day, also in the office. So if you like it, it will be money well spent. This fragrance has good lasting power, and being that I have gotten a couple compliments on there, it does have a bit of sillage, but like I said, it's nothing bismuth. So yeah, check it out. And I did buy this blind because for the longest time it was only on the Xerjoff website and I was not able to sample it in store. But if you should pick this up, please let me know, or if you already have it, what you think about it. The next scent that I would like to share with you, this one, it is called Blanche Bete, and it is from Liquide Imaginaire. This one, I believe they do have a lot of fragrances. I do have some decants from this line, but this is the first full bottle that I have picked up from them. This is the way the fragrance comes packaged. It's very hard to get out of here, and there's some story time about the fragrance in here. And the fragrance, it is in this sachet here. I think that this is leather, but I am not sure. For the price, it probably should be. And this is what Blanche Bete looks like. The bottle is glass and this is metal. Actually, the bottle, it is very different. The color, it is White Beast, and I guess the color is reminiscent of, yeah, a White Beast. I will not read this, but they did have quite a very elaborate story about this White Beast. But anyway, guys, it is the fragrance I am here to review today. I have been using this and I am going to give you my honest review. This is what it looks like without this beautiful cap. I will just spray some of this. This fragrance, immediately when I sprayed it, the incense note was very present. It is a very beautiful, soft incense note. It is very well done in this fragrance. Guys, after spraying this and wearing it, you know, the fragrance which immediately came to my mind, it was M by Mariah Carey. This fragrance from Mariah Carey, I do remember on Makeup Alley, we spent so much time discussing this fragrance because it was so beautiful. If you are someone who's not liking incense and you are familiar with how the incense note is done in Mariah Carey's M, it is the same type of soft, beautiful incense note. Blanche Bete, it is classified as a floral woody fragrance which is supposed to be unisex. This, for me, it is leaning more on the feminine side. And also, I do not find this fragrance to be very woody. To my nose, the woody accords are very, very, how you would say, they are subdued. I do not see this fragrance really as a woody fragrance. Granted, fragrances are relative, but I do not sense this as a dominant note. Not in the opening, not in the middle, and not in the dry down. The top note of this fragrance, it is milk, musk, mallow, ambrat, and mystical notes. I do appreciate that the lactonic note, it is not too much, it is not foody, it is more of a light lactonic note. It is not poignant. There is a lot of musk in this fragrance, but it is a beautiful musk note. The heart note of this fragrance, it's tuberose, jasmine, mahonial notes, and of course the incense. When these floral notes mix in with the musk and this lactonic notes, guys, it gives this fragrance a very dreamlike accord. It is very beautiful. It is very, you can say it's like you're smelling a cloud which is infused with soft florals, some foodie notes and musk. The florals do not overpower these soft lactonic notes, and also I think what makes this maybe fluffy, it is the marshmallow. This fragrance does not have a very big transformation. It is sprayed, and when the top note somewhat dissipates and mixes in with the middle, then the fragrance, it pretty much remains the same. It is a beautiful fragrance, an easy to wear fragrance. It is very soft, very pleasing. I see this as a good mood fragrance. My nose would classify this scent as a light gourmand fragrance with lots of musk and laced with floral notes. This is very beautiful, and I can understand why this fragrance appeals to so many people. When I sprayed this, I immediately liked it. But at the same time, I do think it is pricey for what the fragrance is. I mean, this is a niche fragrance line, but this one, some of the other ones, they do have very drastic, strong transformations. This one, it is a bit, I would say, linear. It does remind me in a way of Mariah Carey M. It reacts in a way similar to Avalox, Love's True Bluish Light. This is also another niche perfumer, and she does have not a similar fragrance to this, but it is a fragrance with the same type of easygoing, dreamlike accord, and it does behave a bit like this one. Guys, this is a beautiful fragrance. I think it is very wearable. It has very good lasting power. And also my husband loves this very much. I just think that it is a bit pricey. I did expect a lot more from this fragrance, and being that this is a niche fragrance house, I thought that the fragrance would be a bit more complex. I am wearing this a bit. I will keep wearing it, and I will come back and let you guys know if it should change and if I should see some more of the woody notes. By the way, the base of this fragrance, it's vanilla musk, tonka bean, and cacao. I simply get a lot of the musk dry down, not much of the tonka beans, and very slight hints of cacao. So this is more of, you would say, a musk, milky, floral fragrance. This is it, guys, for Blanche Bete. Let me know if you have this. I do like it. I am happy I bought it. I just think it's a bit pricey. Anyway, take care, have a lovely rest of the day, and hope to see you again soon on my channel. Tschüss!